In this video, we're going to create a simple blog database from this ER diagram. So we can see there is category which has many posts. A user can write many posts. A post can have many comments, and comment can be written by some comment user. Similarly, a post can have tags. So you can see the relationship between post and tag is many to many. Many to many is achieved by having a relationship table where we are having one to many from post to post tag and one to many from tag to post tag. Okay, so let's model this ER diagram in SQL Server. Now let's log into our SQL Server Management Studio. We should enter the server name, login and password and click connect. Okay, so I'm right now on my SQL Server Management Studio. On the database, I have created a database called BlogDB. If you want to create a database, you can right click here and choose new database. This will help you create a new database. If you see the diagram, we have 7 entities where we have comment user, post user, category, and tag. These are called base entities. So let's model them first. I'll select the tables option and right click new table. I'm creating right now the category table. So first field is ID. I'll give it begin, not null because it's primary key. Name varchar 50 not null. So this is my category table. So let's set the ID as primary key. Set primary key. We want the primary key to auto increment. So we will go down identity specification is identity. We'll set it as yes. So now what happens whenever a new category will come, the ID will automatically increment by 1. Let's see it in action. We'll close it and hit save. I'll give the name category. Okay, so we have category table. Let's insert some data. Remember, ID is primary key. So I will focus only on name. Computer, did you see the ID came by itself? I just entered 2 rows. Next, we're going to create tag. First column ID, not null. Next is name. I'll set ID as primary key. Identity specification is identity, yes, and it is set as primary key. I'll close it and name tag. My tag is created. If I refresh, I can see tag. Let's insert some data. So I need to add some tag. I add AI, SQL, no SQL. So these are some tags I entered. The next table we're going to create is comment user. So comment user also has only 2 fields, ID and name. Let's create it by a script. So I'll right click script table as create to new query. So we just clone the category. Perfect. Since we know that our comment user has same property, I just need to change this category as comment underscore user. The name of the primary key also I will update, and I think I am good. I can just execute this script and the script was successfully executed. So if I right click now and refresh, I should be seeing here a new table called comment user. Let's insert some data. Bob Dave. So we have now category comment user tag. Let's create now post user. So I will right click new table. First is ID begin, next is name varchar 50, next is email, and the last one is password. Same as now for ID set as primary key. We'll go on the design and set identity specification is identity, set it as yes. So we have now all our base tables. I'll save it as post user. Now we have 3 more tables. One is post, another is post tag, and another is comment. Let's create the post first. New table. It has ID, begin, title, then details. I'll keep my post up to 1000 characters. Then image. So database never stores the image. Image is stored in a file and the link to the image, the URL of the image will be stored in this field. Next, post user ID. This will be begin and category ID begin. Perfect. This is my post table. The thing is, these two fields will be used for a relation. So first set the primary key. Next, for the post user, I'll right click and choose relationship. Now I will click add, and in tables and columns specification, I will select this one. So this says this foreign key is primary key of which table. So we know that it is my post user table and the ID field of post user, which will be mapped to post user ID. I click OK. This is my first relation. I'll click add and let's map to our category. So the ID table of category map to category ID of post table. Perfect. We'll close them and we will save it now. So it notifying me that post table is dependent on category and post user. We will create our comment table. ID details is my comment. I will leave it 50 characters. Comment user ID begin. Similarly, this comment belongs to some post ID begin. Perfect. I'll use here same set as primary key. I will go down. Notice I'm giving primary key to all the tables. The reason is when we do ORM or we use some object relational mapping softwares, they like primary key for each entities. So it's good practice to have primary key for each of your tables. Next, I will choose relationship, click add, I'll choose here comment user, the ID which is mapped to comment user ID. Next, I will select post ID, map to post ID and save this table. Finally, the last table now, what we have, post tag ID. I'll set this ID as primary key and I'll select relationship, click add, post table ID, which is mapped to post ID. Click add, tag ID, map to tag ID. Okay, we'll save it as tag. Perfect. So we have created all our 7 tables. We can right click and hit refresh. So you can see all my tables are created here. Let's see if we can generate a database diagram. It asks for me to select the tables which want to include in database diagram and I click add. Perfect. So now we can use this relation and we can store data about different posts and we can query the table and we can get all information. This SQL Server database where we created the blog DB, we are able to keep our data in a normalized form and we can fetch it through our middle tier on the UI. Thank you for watching.